Hello everyone. How you doing today? I'm feeling better. Thank you for your messages. My toe feels better. It doesn't really look any better. It's still purple, which I don't think toes are supposed to be. But it doesn't really hurt anymore. So, good news. But today I just found out, like 10 minutes ago, is a big day. Today is the 30th birthday of the World Wide Web. Now, apparently, it wasn't online for several years later, and it took a while to even exist in any form that we know it now. But apparently, on this day in 1989, Sir Tim, I'm guessing that's the title, or maybe his first name is Sir, made a proposal and basically outlined all the stuff that the web is built of today. So, thanks, Sir Tim. So it got me thinking about my first days with the web. Now, for me, I don't know, some old time stories. I literally finished high school without ever understanding what the internet even was. I didn't really get to understand. No one introduced the internet to me till I got to college. And at colleges in the early 90s, I guess everyone had internet. So like, here you go. And they gave me a piece of paper. And I was like, I don't know what this is. What is email? I don't know. But for me, at college, more than anything I learned in the classrooms, I quickly learned, okay, email is this. And then I learned what news groups were, because I read a lot of those. And then in a distant third place was the web. And I say distant third place was because at the time I was using, on the internet, to get the internet, I was using an already old, by 94 standards, Macintosh Plus. Now, I had this computer with me at college so I could type my papers, which it did that fine. And it played like, I don't know, maybe 3 games. But it also had a very primitive web browser, which I want to say was called Kermit. That was either the web browser or the Telnet software. But whatever case, when I looked at the web on my computer in my dorm room, it was all text. I couldn't view any pictures. But at that time, the web was really quite feasible. You could actually get a lot of web content without pictures because it was so early. Like, most sites weren't made of pictures. Like, if a website had pictures, it was a big goddamn deal. And when I started to make my own web page, which was, I think I started making my own web page in like early '95, based on the HTML I was learning. It was just all text. It was just text, like a bunch of stories about myself. I think I did upload a single picture of me and my then girlfriend. But even then, that's iffy. I might have just made a tag that's an image and joked that it was a picture of me and my girlfriend, and like that was the joke. Like, whether you looked at it, if you looked at it on a text-only browser, it would look normal. If you looked at it on a web browser, it would look like, hey, where's the picture? But there's no picture because she was pretty paranoid about having her picture online, so she probably wouldn't have been okay with that. But in any case, the web existed, and I used it sometimes, but mostly it was mostly like I used email to contact people, like my high school friends and people at, other people at school, my then girlfriend, of course. I would use news groups to read about stuff. I'd read about like the latest television episodes or Star Trek or, dare I say it, adult stories. Remember, I have a web browser but no pictures, so you can't, people joke the internet's for porn. There was no porn for me to read except words, so I could download sexy stories and read them, and I did. But yeah, the web was just kind of this weird part of the internet that I didn't quite understand what it was for. It was just like, I guess you can make a page, and if someone knows where it is, they can go find it. But to me, newsgroups were that, because newsgroups were categorized. So like, oh, you go to this category, and here's all your Star Trek information. Here's your Simpsons information. Here are your sexy stories, and here's your ASCII art. Like, everything you wanted was right there. So I didn't really see what the web was all about. And I think it probably wasn't until like late 95 or 96, when I was kind of out of college, where I started to like understand. And I had better computer. I was like, oh, the web, okay, you can like make your own page, you can read, you know, movie reviews, and you can go and all of a sudden like companies and movies and restaurants would have their own website. Oh, I just go to the website and now here's where I can learn about stuff. Which then came search engines and everything else, which, took a couple years. But yeah, today apparently is the 30th birthday of the World Wide Web, and it would be 5 years, wasn't until 1994, 5 years later, that I actually started using it. And now I'm using it to communicate with all you, because whether you're looking at this on your phone or an app, somewhere, somehow, this is getting to you via the World Wide Web. So, thanks for watching. And thanks, Sir Tim. Hello? He's still alive. I'm just looking up. Anyway, good night, everybody. I love you.